We're absolutely delighted to be welcoming you back into the gym as of next week from Monday the 31st of August. As you know, a lot has changed over the last few months and we have had to make some changes in the gym in order to make sure that we are in compliance with the government guidelines for reopening gyms. What I'd love to do is take this opportunity to talk you through some of the changes that we've made and some of the things that might be a little bit different when you come back into the gym from next week. Cycling became increasingly popular during lockdown, and of course we have got numerous members who cycle to the gym. Unfortunately, due to our capacity limitations and therefore our space limitations, we can no longer store bikes inside our facility. In order to ensure that you can still cycle to the gym, we've installed a bike rack in the car park, which you can bring your own lock and lock your bike safely during your session. We hope you understand it's so that we can ensure there is as much space as possible. The first thing is obviously hygiene. We've had to up our game in that regard. We have got an automatic door, as you know, so just approach the door, it will open for you. When you walk through the door, we're going to have a hand sanitizer station that we're going to ask everybody to sanitize their hands with. And once you've done that, you'll notice that we have changed the layout of our reception area. So we previously had one corridor into the gym. We have now chopped our reception desk in half and made a kind of staff area behind. So now if somebody is approaching you, as you walk into the gym, you have the opportunity to turn right in towards our reception area. This isn't a mandatory one-way system. We have just given you the option to make sure there's more space at reception. Along with hygiene, the other buzzword over the last few months has been social distancing. We're going to drop that and use physical distancing instead because we still want the gym to be a very sociable place for you to be. What we're going to have to do in order to make sure that we are in adherence with the government guidelines is make sure that everybody on the gym floor is 2 meters apart as much as we possibly can. From our side, we've updated our programming and we have changed the layout of the gym to ensure that is as smooth as possible and doesn't interfere too much with your training experience. In our reception area and showers/vanity area, we are going to have a 1 meter plus policy, so just please be considerate when you're in those areas to ensure that everybody feels as safe and as secure as possible within the gym. Following on from the point about physical distancing within the gym, we have changed the layout of the equipment in the gym, as you can hopefully see around me at the moment. We have split the gym into 3 different designated training areas, and it is our intention that once you come into the gym, we will allocate you a coach and an area as we always have done in the past, and you will stay in that area for the duration of your session unless you need to go to the toilet or do whatever, get some water. That will all be very, very straightforward and not too dissimilar to what we've done before. The only difference is that you'll be slightly further away from the people that you're training with, but I'm sure your voices will still carry to make sure that we can still enjoy the good chat and the good banter that we always have done at Improve Glasgow. Another change that we've made to the gym for reopening is we have increased our opening hours. So previously we opened the gym at 6 AM, closed at 11 AM, opened again at 4 and closed at 8 PM in the evening, with Saturday mornings being 8 until 12. Going forward, until we decide to change it again based on whatever happens over the next few weeks and months, we're going to open from 6 AM until 8 PM Monday, Wednesday. On Friday, it's going to be 6 AM until 7 PM. We've never had a 7 PM session on a Friday and we're going to keep it that way for now. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to keep our old opening hours 6 AM till 11 AM and 4 PM until 8 PM. Saturdays are now going to be from 7 AM until 12 PM. And as before, every hour that we are open, we're going to have small group personal training sessions on our diary. The biggest change in terms of our timetable is going to be our large group program. Previously, we had boxing sessions, we had build sessions, formerly known as Gun Club, and we also had HIIT sessions. For the time being, in the short term, we're going to keep boxing and build sessions off of the timetable until we feel it is safe enough for us to reintroduce them to the timetable. So we are going to have small group PT sessions and HIIT sessions running on our timetable at the moment. And for the time being, we're going to run those HIIT sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 AM, 7 AM, 6 PM and 7 PM, and on Saturday mornings at 8 AM and 9 AM. We're also going to continue to run Zoom sessions on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 p.m. in the short term, but with everything with regards to our timetable, it is all going to be subject to change on a weekly basis as we find our feet and figure out what's working, what's not working, what we need more of, and what we perhaps need less of. So I just urge you to, or I ask for your patience and for your understanding if/when we do make any changes. Our intention, as ever, is to make the gym as good as possible for you so you can enjoy training with us. Nothing we do is to decrease your training experience, which I hope you're all more than aware having trained with us up until now. In order to comply with physical distancing guidelines that have been imposed upon us, we have had to reduce the overall capacity in the gym at any one time to 34 people, which is going to be 24 people on the gym floor maximum, as well as up to 10 people in the reception area and in the showers, toilets, etc. Until now, we've always run our small group PT sessions with up to 4 people in the sessions per coach, other than when we've had emergencies, staff shortages, holidays, etc., where we've pushed that up to 5 or 6 people. In order to balance the limited capacity as well as the commercial viability of the business and maintaining social distancing or physical distancing, we are going to increase our small group personal training capacity per coach to up to 6 people. The issue we've had with this in the past of training 5 or 6 people at a time has been that we've set up the gym to train groups of 4. So there's always been a little bit of an equipment shortage. In order to make up for that and make the transition as smooth as possible, we've invested in new racks and new equipment to make sure that our pods are now set up for 6 people to train per coach. And as you can see behind me, hopefully, that with our new setup, we will have essentially 1 rack between 2 at any one time, which within our programming, which we've updated, will be very, very easy for us to balance. For our HIIT sessions, our capacity was previously 32 people in a HIIT class, and I cannot remember how we managed to fit all those people in one of those sessions. Going forward for the short term, we're going to reduce that down to 16 people, which means we can have 16 people training with 1 coach in a HIIT session with the equipment being spaced 2 meters apart, as well as having 1 small group PT session at that hour, during that hour, coached by another one of our coaches. Following on from the point about our limited capacity going forward, we're going to ask if you could come in just a few minutes before your session, rather than coming in loads of time before to have a coffee, sit down and enjoy the banter. It really, really kills me to have to ask you to do that, but it's the only way we're going to be able to avoid having 24 people potentially training in the gym and another 24 at reception at any one time. So if you could come in just a few minutes before your session, that would be really, really appreciated. And likewise, once your session's finished, please jump in a shower or head off back home as quickly as possible. Again, that really, really kills me to have to ask you to do that. There's nothing I enjoy more than having a coffee with you guys and having a little bit of banter before and after sessions, and hopefully we can return to that as soon as possible. But for the time being, please just work with us while we try and find our feet in amongst all this madness. The last point to note is our showers and changing rooms. These are going to be open when we reopen. The government's issue with showers and changing rooms for gyms and swimming pools is the inability to social distance or physical distance within them. However, as you know, our shower and changing rooms are private, 1 in, 1 out. So what we're going to ask you to do is just be really conscientious. Please wipe down. We'll have a packet of wipes in each shower room and each toilet, so just wipe down the touch points before you leave, and obviously you're going to be responsible for the hygiene of those areas when you're in and out of them. What we will ask though, and what we are sure is going to be the case anyway with most people working from home, is that only have a shower if you absolutely need to. So if you can shower at home, then please do so. The final point to note is that due to government guidelines, we are not allowed to provide towels for the time being. So if you're having a shower, please BYOT. That goes the same for sweat towels on the gym floor. We're not allowed to have those at the time being. So we have got blue roll dispensers at every pod on the gym floor to allow you to wipe up your sweat off your forehead and off the equipment, as well as the sanitization wipes that we've got there. Finally, with all that said, we just cannot wait to have you back in the gym. We hope you're looking forward to it as much as we are, and we will get back to sweating and smiling from Monday.